Nice. Nice.
हेलो गाइस, स्वागत है सबका वापस से इस स्ट्रीम में। हम लोग आज आगे का स्टोरी खेलने वाले हैं। देखते हैं कि कहाँ जाके रुकता है। फर्स्टली लेट मी नेविगेट इट। ओके, सबसे पहले हमें एक्स्ट्रल एक्सप्रेस में जाना पड़ेगा।
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
ये कौन पहुंच गया ऊपर यहाँ एस्ट्रल एक्सप्रेस में?
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy.
Oh.
I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
डायनिंग के ऊपर गन टांगा है, मार खाने का मूड है इसका।
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
ओ, ये
Galaxy
एक्रोन के पीछे
Ranger.
पड़ा है ना?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding a gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The Cian Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
This is the jade abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold. It's been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. And we ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is... All right, then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger.
All right, then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Ah, my friend. This question is a hard one. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal
This reply...
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line.
भैया
Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom
वो
line.
कहाँ है?
When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows your guess of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh, she scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the
Akron.
third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status. Even in the purest hunt, You'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the
वही तो
shadows.
इसमें बोल रहा है कि लेसन
Paths
के
are inevitably
उससे
concepts
बात हुआ है
created
मेरा
by people and
एमिनेटर
exist
से
in
वो ठीक बोल रहा
planes
है
beyond our understanding.
हाँ नहीं तो इस समय तक कौन है कोई मालूम नहीं चला था
To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough. So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger.
I
It's pretty harrowing.
insane.
If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true.
उसने बोला कि रिमेम्बरेंस नेवर लाई लेकिन मुझे तो कई जगह लगता है कि वो झूठ बोल रही है मुझे तो कई जगह लगता है कि वो
And
झूठ
that
बोल रही है
Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
अभी मालूम नहीं चला है ना इस एक्सप्रेस पे कि कहते हैं ड्रीम स्केप का बैरियर तबाह हो चुका है
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky, be it reality or dream. Staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, died with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's dream master.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me.
We are one.
सारे के सारे जो फैमिली के मेंबर्स हैं वो ड्रीम मास्टर के अंडर काम करते हैं सब
Is this the united as
Watchmaker को
one
हटा
that the
दिया
family espouses?
इसीलिए ना वो चल रहा है
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not.
If you think you can.
Are you?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The chords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath. In all of your lifetime, 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated. And here I stand again, about to add another mark.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river, leave, and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility.
नाइलिटी को इतना हेट क्यों करते हैं सब? हाँ?
And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Robin.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park?
Yeah,
Huh?
what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
वो एक तो वो भी खड़ा कर रखे हैं ना सब.
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your
Sparkle, है ना?
delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the
नहीं नहीं
incident?
स्पार्कल होगी मुझे लग रहा है.
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be—
Oh, I see! Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
Oh.
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration, and there could be an unexpected
हाँ स्पार्कल
treat
है वो
in
बटन
store for
स्पार्कल
you.
के अलावा और किसके पास होगा?
All right. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
एक मिनट यहाँ इस रॉबिन को लेके आए हैं सब स्पार्कल के रॉबिन अब दिक्कत हो रहा है जानने में लेकिन चेक करूंगा मैं कौन है
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, the family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest— However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but
as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so—
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations.
I could stay here.
Hello. May I ask—
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? When you
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the blood.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough—
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no one—
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
well,
actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad—
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IP— Of course the family did not agree. The results of the failed negotiations—
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and I'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the—
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously.
ये स्पार्कल लग
Thank you
रही
for
है
your
मुझे
hard
कि
work.
जिस टाइप का डिवाइस
If there are any other members who still feel uneasy,
है
please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape— This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels—
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured.
और ब्लड हाउंड वाले तो क्या कहते हैं, वो गैलेगर से वो हैं, जुड़े हुए हैं सब।
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic...
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to...
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin!
Preparation is important. But the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain in the red light. Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also...
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe...
Even if you say so, Miss Robin.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little guest.
कहा ना,
This
अच्छे
gift
से
has
लेके
been
जाता हुआ है।
specially prepared for you by the family. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the... You never know.
स्पार्कल पूरा मूड खराब कर रही है ऐसी की तैसी।
We're back to where it all began.
Oh, Firefly!
You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also...
Are you Firefly Soul?
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations. I intended to call upon death before you arrived. To solve the riddle using more direct means. And then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind, as if it could after the momentary numbness subsided. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name?
Land of Exiles.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only dive in after her. All my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago, when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape.
that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one, and that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. Now, take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us.
Become the scrap paper caught in the whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and disappearing in the material. Voices resonate through the symphony and memory and roaring thunder among them. The one echo stands out of the exceptional clarity. You know it's come from the girl beside you. Your heart beating to the same rhythm in the silence, and then more silence. Until memories stir up ripples in that quiet darkness.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is...
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins?
I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
ये इसका real body नहीं? Again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part?
It's in your script too.
Sorry.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective... I told you before. It's about...
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Well...
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end.
Elio Honkai Star Rail का ना एक्टर के साथ Doctor Strange है.
But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do.
Future के.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Mr. Yang, you are here too?
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. A abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
Why? लेकिन
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mine, but from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though, that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made
अच्छा
a move.
संडे को भी मार के इस जगह
Get
पे लेके
ready.
आया है वो.
We're about to set.
The real dreamscape, the land of the exiles.
Something on your mind? No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected. Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
मैं ज़रा नीचे हो गया थोड़ा ऊपर होना पड़ेगा.
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder. So then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the Watchmaker? And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious. Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate.
एक तरीके से सिंपल से ये देखने को मिलता है कि क्या कहते हैं स्टेलरॉन हंटर स्टेलरॉन हंटर और क्या कहते हैं ये एमसी दोनों एक दूसरे से जुड़े हुए हैं क्योंकि दिखाया कि काफका के संग पहले ये ट्रैवल किया हुआ है ब्लेड बोला है.
Just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dream. I hope you've regained.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything. 2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far that aside. There were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you. Thank Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. Elios scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future. Do you still remember the medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline, a Firefly Type 4 strategic assault mech. It is the cradle of my vitality, and the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was... The timescale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality, so we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep, and you could get lost in this memory zone.
ओके चलो इस मेमोरी जोन में हम लोग खो जाते हैं। ऐसे नहीं बात करूंगा मैं, बाहर में जा।
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
जरूरी नहीं है कि हर कोई रास्ते में जो मिले उससे बात ही करते हुए चलें।
What a huge clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef. Unbelievable. To think that there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are...
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's...
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime...
Sure. Let's... Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yep, I saw him
He's
right
over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
मीसा अब निकलेगा यहाँ पे कि मीसा यहाँ पे वो बन गया है मेन विलन।
You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself.
Hello, Misha. Huh? Oh.
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high...
Your... memory zone, me?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here.
How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say in the last day or two? We're currently investigating...
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for. Is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet without...
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair, accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss... She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon.
All right then, Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still...
It has to be Gallagher who behind it. That name, Sleepy.
No idea. But its connection to Gallagher. Say, you mentioned before that you saw a clocky that only you could... I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just...
Everyone, look! From here?
A black hole? Nah. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Is this Miss Kami?
Look! There she is!
Oh, dabba. Abe.
Is that all?
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything.
Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
What are you doing out here? Then why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics. And this, see that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago. But now, it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, after 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist! It will disintegrate like a melting glacier.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a...
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is...
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement method. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must...
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
It was the one of the nameless mentioned by the conductor.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef. Before...
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Let me go! Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't...
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. There you are. I've been waiting. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only...
Well, this is how it turned out.
Now you shall pay respect to March 7, the ghost of Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux...
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I should...
An usual who? What's wrong with sleeping in the dream?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters! Oh...
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name!
Huh?
Time to unwind. Let me teach you some moves.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. A bad omen. Don't thank me.
He passed out. His intense neck...
I see.
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape. Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss March.
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground,
I see. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream.
Do such things often?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess this man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
a Halovian?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamfleet.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko.
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes and—
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and this—
Himiko must be gathering information.
Is that all?
No! At this rate, the family will be done for.
Himiko.
This is where we split up. She...
So that's how it is. I never...
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what?
Himiko, here the...
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge.
It's a pleasure to...
You...
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been... Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Grave?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task...
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, a guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Micah, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
I remember when this place was all... Look at it. Nothing is spared from the decay of time.
There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their life. Must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef. talked to everyone I met. And they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through, but you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse? That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So...
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. Whenever I mentioned the anomalies in the dream, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador. which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the the land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the sweet dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the sweet dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find some—
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful sing—
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly.
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want—
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters, as you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless— Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunity. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find...
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So,
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
that's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live. No.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my...
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them...
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? You look a little unsteady. Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my fictionology. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now, all the actors are on.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tierna.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan picked up the way of the Trailblaze again, and led the Letmon.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
I brought Gallagher here.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed. Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that as Gallagher, the history fictionologist. I humbly extend my greeting.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the... Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means? How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with the Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron?
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic memory zone. Over the years, I fabricated a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound.
So, the legacy is just a
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine.
If that's the case, where—
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he...
Mr. Wings नाम रखा है इसका संडे का.
Are you done talking? So...
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony, but I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dream.
Indeed. For the paradise in our... As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you, We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right?
And nothing to fear no more. Heroes never back down. Going up against the Dream Master, nah, I would surrender.
Come on, don't crack jokes at such a serious...
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very...
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Avengers, assemble!
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him, not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now, although I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment? Huh. I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a if I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier. Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south, and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all this is Aventurine's current status, but the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 Nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Razelina, and if I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere.
It's not enough to say meet. But the answer is, I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Last page is highlighted, escape them coming.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend has fond memories of his time aboard the Express, which he reminisces on every time he has a good drink. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of Come With Me. Now...
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say. I've kept my promise, brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train, but I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
कुछ बना रखा है क्या? वो क्या है?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Pennock, Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
अच्छा, मेरे को लग ही रहा था कि वॉचमेकर ये है बा हमारा ट्रेल ब्लेजर होगा कोई. The full moon in the water and adornment rest in the climate the dragons. Watchmaker Michael Charlegworth has passed into an endless timeline. It's a dream where
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third Nameless.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the Nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes?
Well, let's...
to take the tribute instead of the mind, turning gaze toward the Watchmaker, touch the dream bubble in the maker. The conversion and the stretch of the watching dedication generally covered your palm. The chills in the finger dream carrying the myriad and the vibrant intertwined memories and experience would be suggest. But this time you see nothing. Take a deep breath and perhaps it's approaching was the wrong. You think hiding your breath and closing your eyes. With one knee and the ground, you press your forehead against it. Remains the darkness, no crimson sun and the sun marker, no gentle twinkling, no echoes. no traces of the trailblazing. It's nothing, and nothing is there. There is the empty dream bubble.
Wait,
Wait,
what's
what?
seriously? How could a dream bubble be empty?
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies, and that mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious...
Don't start getting all philosophical.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have...
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And...
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express.
The Astral Express? But
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of...
Now the plans have changed.
And you...
Me? I'm... Pom Pom. A new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral...
What do you mean by...
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However...
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any...
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say...
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper...
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying...
Please be patient. We need to contact your...
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about that.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You...
Sure thing. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
The Charmony Festival is about to start!
Hey! You get...
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party.
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber-era event. How can a birthday...
Well, you never know, right? Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in...
Unsettling things? What could possibly go...
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of
Oh, that's... Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clue.
Party.
Greetings. I'm Cody.
Hello. So, there's something out. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want...
What do you mean?
Wait. You haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself.
She doesn't appear to be acting. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and...
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing. I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy.
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now...
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family has... They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the lobby man.
Yes, I am.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but... Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water.
Is this your idea of street?
It's called standing up.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge.
Just don't call yourself Nameless.
This bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Hasdana's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Hasdana's White Oak? I think there might be a misunderstanding.
Oh, no. What?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
No need to rush.
Well, that's the most expensive one on the... What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is...
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboon juice.
flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh!
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator of the Night...
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in their right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the
talking? Do all...
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest with that Acheron lady. She doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's...
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding, but people do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved, but Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei, but there's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, it's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the Hunt.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because they're absolutely right leader?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities. Even with limited insight.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old by the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any...
What's your...
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the...
No need for that.
Well, wait. Are you getting scared?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdana's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? Asdana's White Oak?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. that's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh.
2 guests?
She's one of them. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that? You have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, memo keeper. Well,
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think... How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets...
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other option.
No other options?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting?
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens. A sign of the raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving, and for some, their presence...
Like those shadows.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as they emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, they were once my dear companions.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone, as for me, I've suffered too many losses on...
But you know, these sin-thirsters...
Does this seem... Well, some tasks have to be done, even if...
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls. Thank you, stranger. I wish that...
Before we part ways, I have one more. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And what I do know is that one day I too will pass away. I hope someone will stand at my grave and play.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped out of laziness. I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways? Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins? Are you willing to accept the process of... Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now.
Oh, praise Shipe.
Next, please.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house,
I see.
My children were starving. And I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in...
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. I have sinned. Please, that's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up?
Do you seek to atone?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the Watchmaker? Huh? The kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll...
Oh, revered triple-faced soul. He who can judge the strong when their power hides their crime, who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive. Who can comfort the purest souls when even if the strong defending the weak is truly, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother...
I'm... fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before...
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth,
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master, even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chord Master, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see you're, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages.
the Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation...
Perhaps you'll be the first guest.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus.
Indeed.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting.
Oh, dear. It's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over! Oh, Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, if I just reached out my hand, I could yeah. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such...
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living.
Is this true?
Huh? What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glocks Avenue can be dangerous.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. See you around, Mr. Sunday. And,
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into... he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on...
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, Value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate...
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience...
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony?
It's going smoothly.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from...
I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this droop...
But if this went on forever...
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having... Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the blue...
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams...
No. And the paradise we yearn for... shouldn't be just a... Let the show begin. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I meet... You're right. Even though time stands still...
A philosophical mind.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaning...
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said... with
Yeah. I was part of a war, and then... all my comrades died, and my hometown...
How... Oh.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. My true appearance. Huh? I hope you never have to witness it.
So... you'll...
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this... My world has been torn apart. and my life could end any second. So, even now I envy those everlasting.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony...
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Robin meeting Robin?
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Brother, what a surprise to see you.
Show yourself. Your trick...
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be...
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can... I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what is Penacony, the land of the dream.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the...
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider, do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true... Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply here. The last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my... Seems like a lot has changed during my absence.
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it...
Well, don't forget that the future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight... Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed it.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters, because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Hello, chicken wing
Let's
boy.
take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, that's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature, in the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you—
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir.
I see. Then—
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes— Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star for—
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge a—
Since his last will has now been conveyed, my final— But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude? Staking everything on some nameless in the future. But you have the numbers. And in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals. It won't grant us an upper— Penacony is our right— We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening,
How exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight. And if we brute force it?
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll
Of course you do. I never doubted you for a second. Look like we have one more ace up our sleeve. Time for a master stroke.
Why are you speaking like the General of the Law, Fu? So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if—
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by McHale.
We'll follow Marge's plan.
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that.
And Miss Firefly.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can—
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to school. If you have ambition, dreams, and the drive, dear friends—
Oh, wow! They've really outdone themselves! Oh, I'm starting to get excited!
Behold! Here come 4 friends with spirit high and full of zeal. Are you aspiring to be the superstars? Yes, you! There's no doubt—
Excuse me, you 4. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us?
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brother Lance's focus is stubborn as a heel.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in the—
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the Soul Glad business empire.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soul Glad's factory, Ideen Lida. My 4 friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express. And these—
Don't you guys need to hide your identity? Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Hello everyone, I am Almighty and Sage Master. I am hello everyone. Hello everyone, I am hello everyone. Is it really a good idea to have a talent show in this pivotal moment in our story?
Don't expose my net handle to everyone! Hello, everyone! I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad.
चलो गाइस तो यहीं पर रोकते हैं आगे की स्टोरी रात को चले जाइए पूरा खत्म कर दिया जाएगा तो चल जाता है तो तब तक के लिए टिल एंड टाटा गुड बाय सी यू एट